Okay, now we must learn to see how do we solve quadratic equations using a graphical method. We've seen how we solve them using completing square method, using factorization method, using a bulldozer. Now we are going to see how do we solve them using a graphical method. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Okay, start with the general formula of a quadratic equation is given by this. Now, it's that a squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Well, if a is positive, now a is the coefficient of x squared. If it's positive, the curve will obtain a U shape. The U shape, or it will look like this. And the minimum value and a minimum or least value. It will obtain a U shape and a minimum or least value. So always this one is going to be our minimum value at that point. If it contains this shape, it's going to be a minimum value. Then here, if a is less than 0 means if it's negative. If this is negative, the coefficient of x squared, if it's negative, the curve will contain this shape and a maximum opacity value. So there. The minimum or maximum value of a curve of a value of y when x is equaling to negative b over 2a. This is the b, this is the a. So when the curve y is like this, the minimum and maximum value of this y occurs when x is equaling to negative b over 2a. Now they can ask you to get line of symmetry. Line of symmetry is a line that divides a curve into two equal parts. So the line of symmetry is given by x equaling to negative b over 2a. So if you have the value of x, you can just get this value of y to get the minimum or the maximum value of that function. So let us go through this question. Using the scale of 2 cm to represent one root on the vertical and horizontal axis. Draw a graph of this. This is now the graph we are going to draw for the range of negative 4 less x less 4 and step the line of symmetry. Now we be careful this side. This is telling us that the values are between negative 4 and 4. So we don't include the negative 4 and 4. If this was greater or equal to, then we would have included now a negative 4. But because they are just greater, the value of x greater than negative 4 is going to start with negative 3. And the value of x less than 4 is going to be a 3. The immediate integer after a 4, below 4, is is positive 3. That's why I'm ending at positive 3 because of this sign. But if it was this, then I would have included the 4 there. But because of this, we just start with the values below this and the values just after that. That's the difference. So how do we handle this? Then these are the other questions we are going to see them. How do we handle this? Now we start by splitting x squared. Okay, start from the range. It's going to start from negative 3 up to 3. So negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Then after that, we split this curve into 3. This is the first, the second, and the third. So x squared is here. Negative x is here, then negative 2 is there. So split it into 3. Then after, when we add all these ones, when I add this, and this, I will get now my y. So that when we simplify all this by adding the terms, we get our y. So how do we handle these values? We say these are the values of x. Now what we do is just follow what they are telling you in this column. They are telling you that square x. So x here is negative 3. When you square it, you get a 9. How do you square? To press it, you on the calculator you say, you open the brackets, then you press your negative 3, then you square it. That's how you press it on the calculator. You create brackets. Don't say negative 3 squared, it will give you a wrong answer. You say negative 3 squared it, but in the brackets. You get 9. When you square negative 2, you get 4. The same idea up to the side. Now here they are telling that we get the value of x multiplied with negative 1. So this is the value of x. If I multiply with negative 1, I get 3. Negative 1 times this, I get negative 2. Negative 1 times negative 1, I get this. The coefficient is negative 1. So negative 1 times this, you get negative 1. Negative 1 times this, you get that, and then that. Then this constant, negative 2, we just write it throughout our solution. That's why you have this throughout the solution there. So just write it here, because it's negative for it, write it there. Now, we have the values of x. Why we are doing with these ones, our interest is to get the value of y. So how do you get the value of y? We just add everything in this column. This is negative 3. Its corresponding value of y, we add these ones. So you add this plus this to get 12, then minus 2, that's where you get a 10. So y is 10. To get this, we have the x. Now I need the y. I added these ones. This will be 6 minus 2, I will get a 4. The same. You add this from here, you add this plus this plus this. So that we are getting a 0. Add this plus this plus this. You get negative 2. This plus this plus this. You get negative 2. Then this plus this plus this. You get a 0. Then this plus this plus this. You get your 4. You just get and you add. We are adding from x squared plus this, you get your y. So this plus this, you get that. Now, after that, you come and pick the coordinates. The coordinates are always in x, y form. X, y, that's how we pick. So when I come to this, I pick x, y. Negative 3, 10. X, y. Negative 2, 4. X, y. Negative 1, the value of x then for y is 0. Then 0, negative 2. Then 1, negative 2. 2, 0. And then 3, 4. That's how I take the points. And so I'm done there. Now, this is the one that's now also get to draw a graph y is equal to x. So this graph is a line y is equal to x plus 1. Here, don't waste time. To draw a line, you need only 2 points. So they are never waste any time. This one make it very easy. To draw a line, you need 2 points. And the easiest way of getting those points is by getting the intercepts. So you say, this is x and this is y. When x is 0, when you put here 0, y will be 1. Now say when y is 0, when I put here my y as 0, I'll be having 0 equal to x plus 1. When I take this side, so that negative 1 will be equal to x. So when y is 0, x is negative 1. When y is 0, x is negative 1. So the 2 points you have there already, x, y. You have 0, 1. Then negative 1, 0. So those are the 2 points you have there. Then from here, what do we do? From here, come and plot these 2 curves. This one and then this one. So this one, the points are, if I start with this, negative 10. Now, my blackboard is a bit shorter. That's why I'm leaving out negative 10. But now, use the scale they are telling you. 2 centimeters to represent 1 unit on the vertical and on the horizontal. So 1 unit on the vertical and the horizontal. So be careful. What you do here, we are doing all this work on a graph paper. So my blackboard is a bit short, but you just follow. For you start from 10 up to when you reach there. But because mine is short, it won't fit properly. That's why I'm starting at 4. So now I'm going to start with this one. Negative 2, 4. Negative 2 and then 4. That's where it's going to be. Negative 2, 4. You either use a dot or you use a star. Then negative 1, 0. Negative 1, 0 is here. I okay, use a star. Negative 1, 0. Then 0, negative 2. 0, negative 2, use a star. Then 1, negative 2. 1, negative 2 is there. Then 2, 0, 2, 0 is here. Then 3, 4. 3, 4 is somewhere there, like that. Then after that, we join our, now we join this graph using a free hand. So you join it from here like this, using a free hand. So to join it, I'll get this. Free hand, don't ever use a ruler. Free hand. Then you join this to this. Then you join this to this. A cow should have a baby. Don't do like this. Some people from here they did. No, you join it like that. It's going to bend. Then it touches this point like this. Then from there it comes to the other point there. Like this point here, X. As simple as that. So that's how you do the project. Now from there after, you come and you name it. This is my curve. You name it y equal to x squared minus x minus 2. Then you come for this line. We name it 0, 1, 0, 1, then negative 1, 0. Negative 1 is 0. It's already there. Then for a line, we use a ruler because a line is a straight line. So then I do that like that. So that's how it's going to be. It's going to pass here and then here. So that's where my line is going to be. And you name it. And this is my line. Y is equal to x plus 1. You get a mark for the name for naming those two graphs. Then we start the question. Draw a graph this and set the line of symmetry. So our line of symmetry, A. Line of symmetry. Symmetry, we say to get line of symmetry, it's a line that's going to divide this one into 2. But we say, how do you get that? It's a line always to get. It's a value because the left side is going to divide this curve into 2. The side is going to cut the x-axis. So that point is going to be x equal to negative b over 2a. From here, the line of symmetry. Now you come to your graph. And then you come to your this. Start from here. Your a is 1. Your a is 1 if you use this one. X squared minus x minus 2. So that my a is 1. Then you compare with x squared plus bx plus c. Your a is 1. Your b is negative 1. And your c is negative 2. So if we put in there, we have negative 1. Negative plus into negative 1 over 2 into 1. This will be a half, which will be 0.5. That is giving you the idea that my line of symmetry is going to be here at 0.5. So the line that's going to divide this curve into 2. So my line of symmetry is x equal to 0.5. If you want, even you can come and draw it there. It's going to be the line that passes here. Can do that as you sign you have now. Line of symmetry. Line of symmetry. You catch that you are careful there. Now from there, what is? So part B, they are telling us that solve x squared minus that equal to 0. So x squared minus x minus 3 equal to 0. What you do, you come, in your question, the whole of this was what? So the whole of this was equal to y. So meaning that the whole of this is y equal to 0. Because the whole of this is y. So I have it equal to 0, meaning that y is equal to 0. And you know that always the line y is equal to 0 is the x-axis. This one is the same one as x is equal to 0. This one is the same one y is equal to 0. In simple terms, they want to find the values of x when y is equal to 0. When this curve is touching the line y is equal to 0. So it touches this curve at 2 points, this and this. The corresponding values there are, you start the value of x here is x equal to negative 1 and here the corresponding, the other value is x is equal to 2. So there you have solved. In simple terms, whenever they give you this, you just look, is it similar to original? Yes, substitute with what original was. The original of this was y. The line y is equal to 0 is the x-axis. So when it's the x-axis now, we want when this curve here is 0, it's 0 when it's here. So the value of x is there. So in simple terms, this is how we solve that quadratic equation. So we have solved it when y is equal to 0. We have it as x negative 1 and x equal to 2. Then on the same graph, plot line y equal to x plus 1 when done. Then use the graph solve for this. So this is our part B. Now, you see that this one is very, very different from our curve. This one is x squared minus 2 minus x squared minus x minus 2. This one is x squared minus x minus 3. They are different. What we do, the way we solve it is get your original curve, which is y equal to x squared minus x minus 2. Subtract off this curve they are given, the new curve. But you start with 0 this side because you have something equaling to this. So you start with 0. This is 0 equaling to now x squared minus 2x minus 3. Then you do subtract. When we subtract there, the line we get or a function we get is what we solve with the curve. So y minus 0, we get y equaling to x squared minus x squared is 0, negative x minus minus. So here we get 2x. So negative x plus 2x, we get x. Then negative 2 minus minus. We have negative now plus 3, which will be a positive 1. So this is the line we have got. So now solve this line, meaning we solve this, we find where this curve is meeting this line x plus 1. Remember our y was the whole of this. So where this curve is equaling to this, where this is equaling to this. Remember this line we have it already there. So now we just get this line and we solve it with the curve. Where are they intersecting? They are intersecting at 2 points. First of all, they are intersecting here. So now it means that the values of x when the line is intersecting with this curve. So this is the first point. We need the values of x. So x will be negative 1. And then the other way they are intersecting is at this point. You start intersecting also here. At y, you start the value of x is going to be a 3. And that will be your solution at that point. So that's it, members. I wish you well. Wait, now you're going to see more detailed question. Now, you start here the coefficient of our x squared. Here, it was positive. You see it's positive 1. So it's like our a is positive 1. So if our a is equal to 1 is greater than 0, means that our curve was to get a U shape. As we said in here, I think we see that idea. That is, it has been there. We are going to see now when it has the N shape in that order. If they ask you for the value, the minimum value, this one is going to be the minimum value. Just get the value of x here and substitute in this y. That's when you get the minimum value. But we are going to see most of these ones when we come to the next question. I wish you well.